And so to recoup it all, we would love to, there's some hats to be passed around at the end of this thing. Thank you all for coming. Ladies and gentlemen, I've had the pleasure of working with this next gentleman on several occasions across the country, and I haven't seen him for a while. And the great captain is here, ladies and gentlemen. And he told me backstage, it was about 2 months ago, he was in Washington, D.C. And he didn't want to brag, but folks, Dave, it was his honor to perform for the president of the United Dairy Farmers Association. I'm sure it was a great honor. Ladies and gentlemen, the great Kaplan. I guess so. Ladies and gentlemen, continuing on, the great Kaplan.
And now the hat on the, I'm not even using a microphone. And now the hat on the nose. The grande merveille de chapeau sous le nez. Do we have a little more light? Thank you. That's perfect. Didn't know. Boy, there's a lot of weirdness here. A lot of weirdness here, Bill. But I've got my tic-tacs here. And I've got a ball in here somewhere. Ah, here we go.
now, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to leave you
with a musical selection
from Man of La Mancha. To dream the impossible dream. Is this just some big joke to you? From Man of La Mancha, to dream the impossible dream. I hope you enjoy it.
Join me up here on stage. Wonderful. Okay, here we go. This side right here, and you, sir, avoiding your eyes completely. Now this is your cheering session. When I do like this, you go. Here's how you guys do it. You stare at the top of it, right? That's how you do it. You balance. So we'll see how long you guys go, and whoever wins, they're going to give a standing ovation to the person who goes along. Here's how this goes. When they do it, I want you to give this huge round of applause and freak out. When I do it, I want you to just give a little golf applause, like I was doing it. Okay? So here we go. As I balance it, when I take it off of my chin, I want you guys to go crazy, right? Or golf clap. Go crazy with them. Do it. Let's try it. Here we go. Okay, one. As I balance it on my chin. Fantastic, Mr. Chairman. Now here's how you do it. You put on your shin, make sure it's all the way straight up, and look at the top of it. No cheating after you get it all the way up there. You can't put your hands on it for any reason. I'm going to count down to 3 and a 3. Actually, let's just do a little test run here. Just go ahead. What's your name, sir? Mike. Let's Mike. I'm going to say hello. Mike. Just a little test run. Michael's going to keep it up for. Oh, let me rephrase that. that. So go ahead and give it a try for Michael. Keep it up before you can. And so laughing loud. Okay, good. The real deal. Step forward just a little so you're not knocking the stairs. On the count of three, when you get down, when I said 3, 2, 1, and on 0, we'll go. Go. And 3, 2, 1, 0, and go. Go ahead. Are you ready for the next Yeah, I want mine here soon. Ladies and gentlemen, coming up, I've seen this lady only one time at a friend of Sandy's, a beautiful, beautiful singer. Val says she'll feel mesmerized and mammarized tonight. Very nice. She's described as a passion-powered folk pop on with a country blues background. Awesome. Please welcome Val D'Alessio.
This one's one I wrote about coming back to the Northwest, or coming to the Northwest for the first time and feeling like I've lived here all my life. This is called Home Highways and Bad Hairways. absolute honor to be here tonight, and thank you so much, Sandy and Bill, for asking me to join. And we were coming here to set up. We've been here since 4 this afternoon, and as Sandy said to me, she said, I don't even really care how it goes, because the experience of putting this together is just so absolutely amazing. And feeling your love and support, and she said to me too, she said, I feel fully expressed. So in honor of that, I'd like to dedicate that song to her, and also to my friend Rebecca, who is having a birthday tonight. And Rebecca said for her birthday she wants an experience. So I hope this is it. This is called Speak Your Heart.
Not that. Folks, I'd like to try this little thing. A buddy of mine about a year ago mentioned that I should do something for this fundraiser. fundraiser. So about a week ago, I learned this. And it was easy to sword swallow. So here I am. I just learned it. A little nervous. It's the first time I've done it. So just bear with me. Oh, right. And he did that, I don't know why. Like I was going to do that. Once we're about set up here, have I mentioned a couple of sponsors? Back in the back there is some Hales beer from the Hales Brewery. A big round of applause for Hales. They are in Fremont, kind of between Fremont and Ballard, and they have an amazing brewery, amazing food, and actually the Moisture Festival is going on right now, so if you have a chance, one more week at the Moisture Festival, moisturefestival.org, a cool place to go and have another variety extravaganza show. And also backstage, Roxy's Diner in Fremont provided a lot of the best of the food backstage for the artists. It's just a huge spread of food. So a huge round of applause for Roxy's Diner in Fremont. If you've never been to Roxy's, the food there is amazing. It kind of tastes like what your grandmother used to want to make. It's fantastic. Ladies and gentlemen, our next act, because it looks like he's set right here. This gentleman and I, we've done a lot of gigs together. We've seen each other, hung out. We have brainstorming sessions with actually Eric on the one-man band. We get together, we kind of knock ideas around. It's very, very fun. A good buddy of mine, ladies and gentlemen. He's a two-time Guinness World Record holder, and he's been seen on America's Got Talent. Please welcome Louis Fox.
Louis, and I do some magic and other things. Bill mentioned my introduction that I was on America's Got Talent. I was on season 6 of that show. And if you don't know what that is, that's a talent show on NBC, and you have 90 seconds to do your little show. The season I did, there were 3 judges. There was a guy named Piers Morgan, a lady named Sharon Osbourne, and a guy named Howie Mandel. On my last appearance on the show, Piers Morgan said I was an utter waste of time. Sharon Osbourne said I was fantastic, and Howie Mandel said I'd be perfect for this benefit. You're like, how far did you make it in the show? All the way to First Hill. So I also have 2 Guinness World Records. The first one is for taking a bubble of soap and bouncing it off my hand until it popped. The old world record for soap bubble bouncing before I broke it was 38 bounces. Anyone have a guess how many I did to break the world record? Yeah, 39. You don't think I'm very good, do you? Current world record held by me, 107. John Levin on CNN called me the Brett Favre of soap bubble guys. Now, I do some magic tricks, and I'm actually known around the world as an inventor of magic tricks. I've invented magic tricks that can be seen on stages in like Paris, London, Monte Carlo, Washington Hall for performance. This is something I thought of on the way here. I need someone to help me out. We're going to stroll out here real quick. Hang on. Let's kind of stroll this way. Hang on. Let's kind of go. What's your name right here? Y'all give Margie a big round of applause! Y'all give Margie! Could have been any one of you right in the kitchen that was her. Get the camera out. Big round of applause for Margie! I'm standing right here, Margie. Awesome. Here's the deal, Margie. I've got a bag here. I want you to try and guess what's in the bag. You can bend it, you can whack it, you can smush it, you can smell it, you can lick it. I would not advise that. Just can't open it. What would you think is inside that bag?
Dead tree branches.
Dead tree branches. Oh yeah, grab a handful. You don't have to get them all, just 5 or 6 of them.
Okay.
And allow loud voice so they can hear you. Tell them what you have.
Toy animals.
Excellent. Toy, so there's like a fish, there's a dog, frog, there are more in there. And then I make flashcards that match them. So there's cat, or dog, or moose, okay? Margie, grab one of the flashcards. Remember the animal on it, don't let me see it, and then you can set it right inside down on the floor, or drop it in my cage, or wherever. Perfect. So here's what's going to happen. We're going to like 20 questions. I'm going to ask you questions based on your answers to the questions. I'm going to try and narrow it down to the animal you're thinking of. Then I'm going to reach in the bag. Based on feel alone, I'll bring out the animal that matches yours. Okay, Margie?
Okay.
All right, Margie, you got to be real loud so they all can hear you. Margie, your animal, does it live on the land?
Yes.
Is it cute?
No.
Would it be cute if it was in a Disney movie?
Yes.
Yeah. Is it Sacagawea? I don't know. Would you eat this animal?
No.
Would you eat this animal if you were starving?
No.
Does this animal have a tail?
Yes.
A long tail.
Yes.
Is it smaller than an average dog?
Yes.
All right, I got it real loud. Tell everyone what animal you're thinking of. I'll bring it out.
You want me to say?
Yeah.
Rat.
Rat? That's exactly what I have. You all give Margie a big round of applause. Margie, for helping out to get a prize. Big round of applause for Margie. This guy's like, it's the old rat in the bag trick. I haven't seen that since Louis invented it. This is Daisy I have with me today. Daisy is what's called a domesticated rat, which is different from a wild rat, a feral rat, or a rock band rat. She's also what's called a rescue rat. That means I didn't get her at a pet store. I rescued her from the kitchen of a restaurant. She's going to be the daily special. Oh. Now, Daisy is also very smart. A rat is as smart, like people think rats are dumb. They're actually very smart. A rat is as smart as a 3-year-old child in India. That's a USA 7. I'm the public of the public school. Product of the public school system. I couldn't even say that. So she's actually very old too. Daisy, we rescued her. She's about a year old. We've had her for about a year and a half now. So, and the average lifespan of a rat is about 2 years. So in human years, that makes her Betty White. So we're gonna do the most dangerous trick that Daisy does. Most dangerous trick that Daisy does. Daisy, kiss. Mwah. Big round of applause for Daisy! And if you see her crawling around later, she loves pretzels. Now, I just learned early on as a kid, I realized I excelled at doing stupid kid things. And I turned them into my job. For example, some of you might know this trick, where you take a spoon and you stick it on your nose like that. Now, I always wanted to be the best spoon sticker in the world. Thing is, you can only fit one spoon on your nose. So, I had to find a spot on my body where I could stick more than one spoon. And that's... Sorry, it's not there. Chinese. That spot is my arm. My personal best for sticking spoons on my arm is 7 spoons. I'm going to try for 8 spoons today. I'm going to turn on some spoon sticking music if such a thing exists. For the next 20 seconds, y'all watch me spoon myself. Let's go. We got 1, 2. Oh, I don't think y'all realize the dedication it takes for me to do this trick. I actually had the magnet surgically implanted in my arm. He's like, you bet it's awesome at the airport. All right, going for 8 spoons at 1, 2. Let's see if we can get music to play. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh yeah. 8 spoons! Hang on. 9 spoons! Hang on, y'all want to see the Chinese, part Indian, and part Polish. That makes me Chindianish. Now, my dad is Chinese. He is from Hong Kong, so technically I think that makes me British. I didn't 8 people get the jar. But a while ago, my dad suggested I learn to do some traditional Chinese skills. I did some research. I learned to do this. They call this Chinese cup balancing. I have a cup of water and a wooden hoop, and I'm going to balance them. I learned to do this, and I called my dad, who lives up in Sitka, Alaska now. I said, Dad, I learned to do a traditional Chinese skill. I learned Chinese cup balancing. And he said by traditional Chinese skill, he meant engineering. All right. I'm going to shake this around. You expect the water to slosh. It will stay pretty still. The reason for that is science. So if you say, I know how it works, you should. I just told you, science. All right? I call this my tribute to Newton. My wife calls it not in the house. Crud, just lost it there. Hang on. All right. This one here, I call this rocking the baby. It's a water baby. All right, next one, popularized by a guy named Pete Townsend of the rock band The Who, who stole the idea from a guy named Keith Richards, who stole the idea from the Dutch. Here is the windmill. This one here, my wife made this maneuver. She calls this a bad idea. Texas, one night a kid in the back of the theater shouts out, I like bad ideas! All right, this one here, I call this the cowboy. Big finish to the trick. Here's what's going to happen. I'm going to roll it over my finger, throw it in the air, clap my hands, and catch it. Go over the finger, in the air, clap, catch. You all ready? Over the finger, through the air. Someone out there plugged it. All right. Over the finger, throw it in the air, clap my hands, and catch it. Big fish. On the count. When I attempt this, there are 3 possible outcomes. I'm going to spill the water, I'm going to get a splinter from the wooden hoop, or I'm going to get a standing ovation. Seriously though, my dying mother would be ashamed to hear I came all the way out here. You guys didn't like this. Now she's already dead. All right. What's your favorite joke in the whole show? All right. Over the finger, throw it in the air, clap my hands, and catch it. On the count of 3. You guys ready? 3. 1! My count. I work in my own pace, that's why I don't have a real job. Over the finger, throw it in the air, clap. 1. It's too heavy, hang on. Skew that, drink his own water. Gross. All right, over the finger, through the woods, onto that guy's lap. You ready? All right. I don't think y'all realize how dangerous this is. Water is actually very dangerous. Did you all know 100% of drownings occur in the water? All right. Count of 3, over the finger, throw in the air, clap my hands, catch it. Count of 3. 1, 2. You counting? Calm down, buddy. 1. I'm going to count to a number of my own choosing silently to myself within my own head, and it's probably 3.
Can you see me? Yeah. Okay, you guys are there. Can you see my head? Yeah. How do you see my head? Okay, cool. I'm going to do a little thing here. I'm going to spin this spinning thing. And I call it the spinning thing. Yeah. And when I spin the spinning thing, I want you to stare at the center circle. Stare And then at that point, you look at my head and see if anything looks different. But not until then. Bring your hands. Okay? Into the center of the circle, don't look away for any reason. Here we go. Turning it the right way. Yes, there we go. Fantastic. Spinning it. Looking in the center of the circle. Don't look away for any reason. You'll begin to feel a tunnel effect. Scary. And now, counting down from 10 to 0, very slowly, starting now. And 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, and look at my head! Bobby likes her boobs and is happy to be singing to help save boobies of all shapes and sizes. Go Mammaries. Again, please welcome Bobby.
You'll never make sense in a minute. Anytime, girl. Dancing in the backyard, Kool-Aid mustache, butterfly wings, hearing Andrea McCardle sing from the hi-fi in the den. I've been waiting my whole life to find a way back to then. I aim for the sky, a 9-year-old can't see so far. Conquer the world and be a star, do it all by the time I'm 10. I would know that confidence if I knew a way back to then. So I bailed in my hometown and became a college theater dork. I was westbound and down, moving away from New York. Planned my life in a U-Haul to find my part of it all.
Bobby and Tiana. Bobby Petula again, ladies and gentlemen. Fantastic piano player. Folks, we're coming to the last act of the show, but first I want to do a little bit of a magic trick for you. I was in a store a while ago, and a buddy said, Bill, you can do magic with just about anything. And I said, really? And he did. He reached out on that shelf, picked up a bottle of this generic tomato ketchup right here, and this bag. I want to show you a trick. With this, he showed me it, and I want to show it for you. Here's how it goes. He waved his hand 3 times over the bag, snapped his fingers, and that bottle disappeared from the bag. I was amazed. He taught me this trick. I want to show it for you. You want to see it?
Yeah.
Here we go. First, I need to put myself in a deep hypnotic state. Okay. There you go. Wave my hand 3 times over the bag. Snap my bottle. Snap my fingers. And that bottle has disappeared from the bag. And now I'm going to bring it back. So what I'm going to do is... It's a gift. I sense some skepticism in the audience. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to prove without a shadow of a doubt that this bottle has left the bag. So I snap my fingers and this bottle is there. No? Let's move on. Let's just show how to... Ladies and gentlemen, to close our show, we have a very special guest. And here she is, performing Voyage à Coup.
La mer, des reflets changeants sous la pluie. La mer, au ciel d'été, confond ses blancs moutons avec les anges si purs. La mer, bergère d'azur infinie, a bercé mon cœur pour la vie. La mer, la mer, la mer.
You know, I made a point to, is the mic not on?
No, you're good. We're just got some light. Thank you.
I made a point not to plan what I was going to say tonight because I wanted to feel the energy of the room. And I can't tell you what an awesome audience you've been. So I think you
Yeah,
should
that's
throw
right.
a round of applause. Those people that know me well know that it's not often I'm left speechless. You know, and I am left speechless. I cannot even put into words the generosity that I have felt from our community ever since I was diagnosed with breast cancer. And it was you know, just like for other women, it was a difficult journey. We had just buried my cousin Teresa in May, and then I got diagnosed in July, and I just took it as a death sentence. It scared me to death. And I have a good friend in this audience tonight. Her name is Gail, and she's also a cancer survivor. And the one thing that she told me, she was one of the first people I called. And one of the things that she told me, she said, do not treat the cancer as if it's your enemy. Let it be your guru. Let it teach you. Let it guide you. And I did not get that at first. And what I have found, it took me a little while to think about this because you know you get diagnosed with breast cancer and you're looking at double mastectomy. And the last thing you're thinking about is treating cancer as a guru. But I let it sit. And the one thing that came to me is how much love there is on this planet. Yep. So no matter what crappy things we think we see every day, there's enough out there to balance it out. And this evening has proved that point. So I want to say from the bottom of my heart, thank you for coming. Thank you for your support. This is a great cause, and you are part of it. So bless you all.
But there are many, many, many people to thank. First off, I want to talk about the 3 people or 4 people that made this entire thing possible. Mary Bigelow stepped up right to the plate right away and just said, I want to do this thing. This sounds fantastic. Mary, where are you? Big round of applause for Mary. She's done multi-talented. I can't even name the amount of stuff that Mary Bigelow did. Where are you? Shout it out. Thank you so very much. Sarah Carney, our stage manager came on board and just took over like stage managers do. Round of applause. Stage managers, you know, they're the one that's calling the shots, and, you know, this was kind of a juggernaut of an idea, and we started out small and it ended up rather big. Did you enjoy the show? And Sarah came and just jumped right in the production meeting. And also, we were here one night, and our very good friend Tom Wisely happened to pop in, and he said yes to doing the technical stuff. So a big round of applause for Tom. I was a motion director the other day, and a buddy of mine, Michael, who was up in the booth videoing right there, up on the second floor, he donated he said, I'll come in and video. So thank you, Michael. And Ben was one of the folks that helped kind of set this thing up. And we've had a lot of volunteers. Sandy organized a bunch of people to kind of help get the show going, organize things, the beer, the things. So I'm just going to name off some people here. Sarah Isham, Lisa Filioni, Yolanda Serona, Rachel Dillard, Mitchell Serona, Bonnie Wilhelm, Gail Laval, Claire, and I don't know if I apologize, I don't know Claire's last name, but Claire, shout it out. And I think Jasmine Stuber was Jazz here. I think Jasmine helped out as well. Also, thank you so much. I will bring the artists on for just a second, but I think, Mary, are you around? Did we get some silent auction winners?
Are you asking me?
I'm asking you.
I don't know. You want me to find out? Okay, hang on.
Yes, so we'll know about the silent auction here in just a bit, but probably after the show. Silent auction winners, that's it. Another big round for Washington Hall, fantastic place. And folks, I'm going to bring on the artists one by one in order of appearance. We have the stage lights popped all the way up there, and I'm going to bring this fantastic group of artists all the way back onto the stage. Are we ready back there? Where's Rod Whitmer? Is Rod Whitmer around? Ladies and gentlemen, Rod Whitmer! Ladies and gentlemen, the one-man band we saw as we walked into the place, fantastic, Eric Haynes! Our good buddy Kurt Hodges, here on your curtain, who did the wonderful speaking, Andre Ferriante! Christian Swenson! The purse, that cool purse back there that you saw. Oh, I don't know. Mary Bigelow. I don't know. I was handed the wrong one. I know. Mary Bigelow. She's an amazing, amazing person. She's done just about everything that's been done. Ladies and gentlemen, oh wow. Who won? oh, this is the in-home massage. That's a really cool thing. Maureen Anderson. And the basket of wine, Abigail Halpern.